So, welcome to our yoga workout for this week. Let's start with the feet hip distance and just start to rock forwards and back, spreading the toes wide, rolling up through the feet and then rolling them in and out. Just stabilise the ankles, root the feet down, just bending the knees slightly, drop the weight into the feet and then let the pelvis tilt gently forwards and back. And then find that central position and straighten the legs from there. Just stand a little taller, lifting the chest, lifting the crown of the head. We'll start with some shoulder rolls here. Nice big movements. Start to think about your breath as well, just slowing it down a little. And changing direction. Big circles. And relax. And this time circling all of the arm. Inhale, lifting up. And exhale the arms down. Inhale, reach up. Exhaling down. So feeling that expansion across the rib cage. Standing tall. Feel the shoulder blades gliding down and in as the arms come down. And then changing direction here. So inhale, lift the arms high. Exhale, sweep them forwards. And really try and stretch them away. So getting that stretch across the shoulder blades. Try 2 more big circles. Try to coordinate the movement with your breathing. Last one. You're just going to bring the arms in front, interlace the fingers and stretch them forward. Again, a little bend in the knees will help here. Just going to sway the arms from side to side and try to feel a bit of a stretch behind the shoulder blades as you stretch them away, releasing any tension in the upper back. And then we'll lift back up again, take the arms out to the sides, give them a squeeze behind you, and then we'll interlace the fingers behind your back. I'll just show you from the side, extend the arms away, lift the chest, maybe a little back bend, maybe lift the arms even higher. Big stretch across the chest and the front of the shoulders, and then just let the arms release. Give them a bit of a shake out, check your feet is to a hip distance, and we'll try some side bends from here. So leaning to the side, back to the centre, and then maybe just dropping a little lower each time. So try to keep your pelvis steady here, so we're not tilting the hips from side to side. Lower body stays still. Just getting a nice long stretch down the sides of the waist. Let your ear drop to your shoulder as you start that slide down to the sides. You're working all the way through the spine, including the neck. Now we'll come back to the centre. We're going to try the same movement but with the feet together and the arms extended, so a little bit more challenging. Really try and straighten the arms away, lengthen your body as much as you can, and lean to one side. And centre, so there's a lot more work going on around the waist. Just try to avoid twisting at all here, just straight down to the sides and back. Lovely. Lengthening up tall to the centre each time. Think about squeezing the inner thighs in together, keep the feet rooted down, really lengthen the arms away, and just make this the last time to each side. Okay, back to the centre, just look up to your thumbs, take a little lean back here. And release, take the arms down again, and separate the feet maybe a little bit wider. We're going to step from foot to foot and let the arms lightly sway from side to side. So we're getting a twist through the spine now, so we'll just gentle, easy movements to get the body moving and warmed up before we increase the intensity. And back to the centre. Good, let's try some rolls down through the spine and then we'll travel forwards into a plank position. So start at the back end of the mat, feet hip distance. So again, check in with your posture, think about the core, pull your tummy in, lift the pelvic floor. Relax the shoulders down. I'm just going to start by looking up, taking a gentle lean back. And then drop your head down, soften the knees, tummy pulled in, just rolling gently down. Allow the arms to hang loosely, keep squeezing in through your front, lengthen the back of the body, and just drop down. Maybe northern shake the head, release the shoulders, maybe move the wrists around a little bit here as well, within the fingers. Give you a bit of a sway from side to side, so just checking with where any tight areas might be for you today. And just make some gentle movements to help release that tension. Rolling back up again, abdominals are pulled in tightly. Slowly rolling one vertebra at a time. Standing tall, and we'll go again. So take a breath in as you lean gently back. And exhale as you drop your head and gently curl down. So once you're hanging as low as you can, again just shake it out a little bit, loosen things up. And then we're going to bend the knees a little deeper so you can get your hands flat to the floor, spread the fingers wide. Think about dropping the shoulders down and drawing your chest forward slightly, and then we're going to stabilise the pelvis as you walk the hands forward and arrive in your plank position. So just hold it there. So try to keep a straight line through the body here, breathing deeply, keep your legs strong, core strong, and pressing through your arms, lifting your body away from the floor. One more breath if you can. Well done. We're going to lift the hips back up again, walk the hands back in. You can always drop the knees down at that point if you need to. Now I'm just going to hang loosely upside down one last time. Again, moving in where you like. Maybe just folding your arms, keep them out of the way. Maybe you can straighten the legs a little bit more if your hamstrings are feeling more comfortable here. Just see how it feels. And then again, hands firmly pressing down. Chest forward, look forward, start walking forwards into your plank position. Now once you've found your plank, take a few deep breaths. If you prefer, knees can come down. If you want a little bit more of a challenge, see if you can lift your foot off the floor without your hips dipping down or lifting up. Change to the other side, so try and keep the pelvis as steady as you can. When you're done, knees down, gently dip all the way down onto your mat, and we'll point the toes away, tuck the elbows in, and start lifting the upper body for cobra. So lift your head, lift your chest, inhale, coming higher, and exhale, slowly releasing back down. Let's try 2 more cobras. Inhale, lift. Think about keeping those elbows tucking in and the shoulders down away from your ears. One more time. And release. Now just push back up to all fours. And again, check your alignment here. Nice, strong. Tabletop position, core engaged. We'll try some cat and cow stretches. So inhale as you look up, lifting the tailbone. And then exhale as you tuck under, looking towards your navel. And again, inhale, arching the spine, exhale, round. And feel free to add any other movements that feel good for you. So if you notice any particular tight spots, just try to work through them nice and smoothly. See what feels good for your body today. I'm just going to bring the big toes together, maybe take the knees slightly wider and then sit down onto your heels. Reach the hands a little further forwards and rest your head to the floor if you can. Just extended child pose here for a few deep breaths. Now lift your head, lift your chest, look towards the hands. You're going to walk the hands across to one side. And then release your head back down and try and drop that shoulder a little lower to really stretch down the side of the body. And back to the other side now. And release. Back to the centre. And then we'll lift up. Just level the legs again, tuck the toes under. We're lifting up to downward dog. Now start by walking through the feet. Just walking on the spot. And stretching one heel back, rolling onto the toes of the other foot. Maybe rolling over the toes if that feels comfortable. Getting a nice strong stretch through the feet. And just trying to loosen up through the hamstrings and the calves as we draw that heel down. You might get a nice stretch across the top of the foot, the ankle, maybe even into the shin a little bit as you point the toes back. Maybe bending and straightening the knees. Anything that helps you loosen up here, really. And then just keep a little bend in the knees so we can release the legs slightly and just work on the upper body here. So maybe just travelling forwards and back a bit. Just trying to get a little bit more mobility into the shoulder area. Think about drawing your chest through towards your feet. And let's try to straighten up from here. You can push up onto the toes, straighten the legs, chest towards the feet, and then slowly lower the heels back down. So it's quite a strong angle. Big stretch down the legs, a lot of work in the arms and back. Take a deep breath here. And then soften the elbows and knees a little. Walk the feet in towards your hands. Keep them hip distance. Again, just hanging loosely here. Shake it out any way you need to. Maybe moving those fingers again, the wrists. And then start curling back up to standing. All the way through. As you come to standing now, take your hands behind your back, extend them away. And again, add a gentle back bend here, just balancing out our forward rolls. And release. Lovely. So we've warmed up the whole body. Let's try some sun salutations now. So adding a little bit more intensity into our movements. So starting in mountain pose, so feet are together, spread the toes wide, and root the feet down. Shoulders are relaxed, tailbone tucked under, and just dropping down, comfortable alignment of the spine. Let's start with a deep breath in, lift the arms, look up to the thumbs, and exhale, fold all the way down. Inhale the right leg back, and exhale the left. Okay, holding that plank position again. A few deep breaths if you can. Always remember you can drop the knees if you want to. When you're ready, knees lightly down. Think about the chin and the chest just dipping down first, and then scoop up for your cobra. Point the toes back, take a breath in as you lift, and then exhale, roll smoothly back to downward dog. You can stretch out the legs again here. And shake the head, just make sure you're as comfortable as you can be. Remember to keep the fingers spread wide. And use the whole of the hand, not just the wrist, to support you. Next in breath is stepping that right leg forward. And then exhale the left, folding in over the legs. Inhale, come into chair pose, so squeeze the inner thighs in together. Keep the core strong, shoulders relaxed, and then exhale back to mountain. Well done. Other side now. Inhale, lift up, look up, and exhale, fold down. Inhale the left leg back. Exhale the right. Hold your plank, keep it steady. Use your whole body here. Keep that breathing going. Well done. Take the knees down, dip the chin and chest down. Inhale for cobra, and exhale, downward dog. Have a little stretch out. And on your next in-breath, take that left leg forward. Exhale the right. Inhale chair. Exhale mountain. Very nice. Next round now. Inhale, look up. Maybe add a little back bend. And exhale, fold all the way down. Inhale, right leg. Exhale the left. Keep your plank nice and strong. And then shift the weight forwards and back. So we're trying to stay parallel to the floor, just working a little bit harder as we travel. Stay forward and then elbows in, dip down, keep the knees off the floor for as long as you can manage it, and then scoop up, maybe stay low in cobra, or scoop up a little higher to upward dog. So you're just on the hands and the tops of the feet, stronger back bend here, and then downward dog as you exhale. Taking deep breaths here, helping with your recovery. And then inhale the right leg forward. Exhale the left. Inhale chair. Exhale mountain. Same on the other side. Inhale lift up and back, little lean back. Exhale fold down. Inhale left leg. Exhale right. Keep that plank strong. Shift the weight forwards and back. So if you want to, you can drop the knees straight away. Otherwise, try and keep them lifted for an extra challenge. Inhale, scoop up, and exhale, downward dog. Deep breaths here. So inhale that left foot forward. Exhale the right. Inhale, chair. exhale, mountain. Okay, let's try one more round, flowing with each breath now. Inhale, lifting up and back. Exhale, folding down. Inhale, right leg. Exhale, left. Inhale, come forward, and exhale, hover down. Inhale, scoop up. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, right leg. Exhale, left. Inhale, chair. Exhale, mountain. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, fold down. Inhale, left leg. Exhale, right. Inhale, come forward. And exhale, hover down. Inhale, scoop up. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, left leg. Exhale, right. Inhale, chair. Exhale, back to mountain. And just give yourself a moment to recover here. Have a little shake out anywhere you need to. Maybe moving those wrists and fingers again. Whatever it is that you feel you need to reset. And we'll come back into our mountain pose. Okay. So, checking your posture. Inhale, extend up and back. And exhale, fold all the way down. Now we're going to bend to the knees. Come into chair pose. Keep the core strong. Bring the palms together now. And then we're going to twist to the right. So hook your left arm over the right thigh. And then work on squeezing your hands towards the centre of your chest and maybe looking up over that right shoulder. Trying to keep the body in a kind of a lightning bolt position. Shoulders just over the knees, so shoulders over the hips, hips over the knees. Higher down. Just come back to the centre, straight all the way up and back. Inhale here, exhale, fold down. And bend the knees, come back into chair pose. Squeeze the core, bring the palms together, twisting to the left this time, so hook the arm around the thigh and start to press the palms together to bring them closer to the centre of your chest. Looking over that left shoulder. Again, finding that alignment, the core is strong, a lot of work through the legs, strong twist through the spine. One more breath. And we'll come back to the centre. Inhale, push all the way up and back. Exhale, fold over the legs. I'm going to stay here for a few extra breaths. So we're going to try and keep the legs as straight as possible here to really work through the hamstrings. If you prefer, you can hold onto your legs, or you might be able to reach your hands to the floor. Maybe hold behind your ankles, whatever helps you to fold in deeply over the legs. So a nice strong hamstring stretch and a stretch down the spine as well. So try to feel your head dropping a little lower to the floor and your body folding in a little closer to your legs. Take a few deep breaths here. One last breath. Well done. Just bring your hands high onto the shins now. Inhale as you extend forward. So you're using the muscles in your back. And exhale, fold down. Hands either side of the feet now. Little bend in the knees. Get ready to spring back to plank. Or if you prefer, just walk the feet back. Shift the weight forward. Hover down. Inhale, scoop up. And exhale, downward dog. And take some deep breaths. Just try to inhale as you lift the heels and exhale as you lower them. And work on keeping your feet nice and level. Strengthen the ankles. Keeping that good alignment through the body. One more time, lifting up onto the toes. This time we're going to bend the knees, look to the hands. Get ready to lightly spring between the hands or walk the feet if you prefer. Into chair pose and mountain. Very nice. Let's do that again. We're going to add on this time. So inhale, extend up and back. Exhale, fold down. Hands to the floor. Inhale, look forward. And exhale, spring back to plank. Come forward, dip down. Inhale, scoop up. Exhale, downward dog. Take a deep breath. We're going to inhale and lift the right leg up. Exhale, bend the knee, tuck in, step between the hands. We're lowering that left heel down. and pushing into the feet to lift up to a warrior one position. So try and bring that left side of the body forward, so your hips and shoulders are all facing the front. Look up to your hands, extend them further away. Maybe bend even deeper to that right knee. Lovely. See if you can lean back a little deeper. And we're going to open the arms out wide, slowly lean forwards over the leg and give that right thigh a hug, nose to knee. Inhale, push all the way up again and back, and exhale, fold forwards. One more time, inhale, lift up. Exhale, folding over the leg. Now this time we're going to start to hop that left foot in and try to come to a balance. Lifting that left foot away from the floor, keep a little bend in the standing leg. Doesn't have to be a very high lift with that left leg, just working on your balance on one leg. Well done, step it back, hands to the floor and step back to downward dog. Just give the legs a stretch out here, hobble forwards to plank and lower. Inhale, scoop up, exhale, downward dog. Take a breath before we move on to the other side. Okay, inhale, left leg up. Exhale, bend, tuck in and step between the hands. Lower that right heel down, push through the feet and reach up for warrior one. So palms are together, nice strong bend in that left knee, right side moving forward, and we'll look up to the thumbs. Maybe see if you can lean back a little further, working into the back, and then open the arms wide and roll down over that left thigh, nose to knee. Inhale, push up. Exhale, fold down. Try not to let the legs move at all here. It's all working through the back. Last one, inhale, lift. Exhale, folding over that thigh. And then work on hopping that right foot in, transferring weight onto the left leg. And lift the leg away from the floor. So use your left big toe to help stabilise the balance, using the whole of the foot. Well done, slowly step it back, hands to the floor, and we'll step back to downward dog. Take a breath here, and then we'll hobble forwards to plank, lower down, inhale, scoop up, exhale, downward dog. Inhale, lift up onto the toes. Exhale, spring lightly forward. Inhale, chair. Exhale, mountain. Well done. Just shake it out and cover for a moment, whatever you need to do. Okay, doing really well. Next round. So back into mountain pose now. Good strong posture. Inhale, extend up and back. And exhale, fold down. Hands to the floor. Inhale, extend forward. Exhale, spring back, come forward and dip down. Inhale, scoop up. Exhale, downward dog. Nice deep breath. And we'll lift the right leg. Inhale, lift. Exhale, bend the knee, tuck in and step through. And again, we'll lower that left heel down, push through the feet and up into your warrior one. Take a breath in here. Exhale as you open out to warrior two. So shoulders and hips all facing the side. Maybe try and bend that right knee even deeper. And feel the knee drawing out a little bit if you can. So you have to squeeze the glutes a little bit to hold you here. Good. Now we're just going to come into triangle pose. We're going to straighten that right leg. So both legs are straight. Reach across with your right arm as far as you can. And then lower that hand down the leg to support you. Lift up with the left arm. And see if you can turn to look towards that hand. If it hurts your neck, just look forward instead. And both legs are straight. And think about lengthening both sides of the waist. So this top side, you're definitely going to be feeling a stretching. Just try and visualise that bottom side lengthening as well. So we've pivoted from the hips rather than rounding from the middle. Okay, slowly take that hand back down to where the right hand is. I'm going to swivel this, so a revolved triangle position. Take your right hand into your lower back and gradually start to rotate to the right. And then you might be able to lift that arm up behind you. So it's a strong twist, a little bit harder in the legs as well. One more breath. Well done. Bring that hand down, bend the knee, and step back to downward dog. Hover forwards to plank. Dip down. Inhale, scoop up. Exhale, downward dog. Take a breath. And get ready to repeat on the left side. So inhale, left leg up. Exhale, bend the knee, tuck in, step through. Take that right heel down, bend the left knee, and push our way up to warrior one. Take a breath in here, and then exhale as you open out to warrior two. So looking along the left arm, and again think about drawing that left knee back, squeezing the glutes, bending even deeper if you can. Well done. One more breath here, and then we'll straighten that leg, reach towards the left side, and then lower the arm down the leg, and lift the right arm up. Turn to look up towards that right hand. Take a few deep breaths here. So again, lots of stretching through the legs, stretching through the sides of the body. Stay as strong through the core as you can. One more breath here, and then slowly bring that hand down. We're switching sides. Take the left hand now into your lower back. Keep revolving around to the left. And then maybe you can extend that arm up and look up towards it. Or as close to as you can get. Just a breath or two here. And then slowly release back down. Bend that knee and step it back to downward dog. Well done. Deep breath. Hover forwards to plank. Lower down. Inhale, scoop up. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, lift the heels. Exhale, spring forward. Inhale, chair. And exhale, mountain. Well done. Maybe you'll need a quick sip of water or whatever you need to do with the movements. Let the body feel comfortable, back to normal, ready to go again. Mountain pose. Always checking in with your posture. Okay, here we go. Inhale, up and back. Exhale, folding down. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, spring back. Inhale, forward. And exhale, hover down. Inhale, scoot up. Exhale, downward dog. And again, just take some deep breaths here. Okay, then inhale the right leg up. Exhale, bend that knee, tuck in, step through, and lower the left heel down. Back up to your warrior one. Inhaling here. Exhale, open out to warrior two. We're going to try another standing balance. We're going to come into half moon position. I'm going to make sure I've got enough room in front of me here. So we're just going to start to hop onto your right foot, so taking the left foot away from the floor and tipping gently down, and use your right fingers just to give you a little bit of balance, and then work on extending the right leg. It doesn't have to be fully straight, but see what you can manage. Think about pushing the left foot away, so pushing with the ball of the foot, and then really trying to open the shoulders and the hips to the side. Maybe lift that leg even higher. Maybe you can look up to the left hand. One more breath. And then slowly release down. I'm going to keep that left leg lifted. I'm going to try and turn this to a revolved half moon position. So as before, we'll take the hand into the lower back and slowly start to turn to your right. Possibly reaching up with that arm. Keep the left leg strong, pushing it back. Keep it as straight as you can. Just a breath or two here. Slowly release back down. Well done. Step your way back to downward dog. Take a deep breath. Hover forwards to plank. And lower. Now remember, you can always take this a little bit more gently. You can sit back into child's pose before coming into downward dog if you need to take a rest. And when you're ready, we'll move on to the left side. So inhale the left leg up. Exhale, bend, tuck in, Step through. Lower the right heel down. Inhale as you lift up to warrior one. Exhale, opening out to warrior two. And then start to transfer the weight onto that left foot. Bringing the left hand down. Just the fingertips in front and to the side of that foot. Lift up with the right leg. Flex the foot, push with the ball of the foot. And then slowly try and open the shoulders and hips a little bit more to the side. Maybe looking up to the right hand. Maybe straightening both legs a little bit more. Keep the muscles strong through both legs. One more breath. And then slowly take the right hand down, but keep that right leg lifted. We can revolve, so just drop the hips down. Take the left hand into the lower back. Slowly start to twist the other way. Maybe you can reach up with that arm. You may need to bend the knee. See how you feel. Keep both legs as strong as possible. One last breath. And release. Well done. Step your way back to downward dog. Hover forwards to plank. And lower. Inhale, scoop up. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, lift the heels. Exhale, spring forward. Inhale, chair. And exhale, mountain. Well done. Again, just take a moment to recover. Any little movements you need. And restoring our strength, ready for one final round. Back into mountain. Nice deep breath in. Exhale, dive down. Inhale, extend forward. And exhale, spring back. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, put down. Inhale, sweep up. And exhale, downward dog. So are there any variation of that feels good for you? Is it okay? We're going to inhale the right leg up. This time keep the leg lifted. We're just going to bend the knee and then open the hips to the side. Turn to look under your right arm. I'm going to try and rotate the leg outwards so the hip is lifting, the knee rather is lifting up to the ceiling and the foot is facing down towards the floor as much as you can get it. You're using the weight of that leg behind you to help lengthen the sides of the body. One more breath here. And then slowly rotate back in, tuck the knee in. And we're going to come to pigeon pose. So take that right knee down by the right hand. And we can start walking that left leg a little further back to make some room to sit down. And you may need to sway a little bit from side to side to help loosen things up a little. See if that helps. And then if you're able to sit comfortably, you might want to take your body weight forwards a little bit, releasing over that leg. Try and get as comfortable as you possibly can. Just let everything release here. So it's a passive stretch. We're not trying to do anything. We're just trying to let go and release. One more deep breath. And when you're ready, slowly start to lift up again. With the hands back under the shoulders. Before we leave this position, we're just going to bend that left knee and work on a quad stretch, the front of the thigh. So you can reach back with one hand, hold onto the foot if you can reach it, and draw the foot closer to your bottom. You might want to just try it with the other hand and see which hand feels most comfortable for you. So there are slight differences. So just find where you feel most stable, where you're getting the most effective stretch. And then gently release. Step back to downward dog. Take a breath here, and then hover forwards to plank, lower down, inhale, scoot up, exhale, downward dog, ready for the other side. So we'll lift the left leg up high, we're going to keep the leg high, bend the knee, and then rotate to the side. Try to look up under your left arm, rotate that knee up to the ceiling, draw the foot down towards the floor. So it's quite a squeeze on the glutes, stretching through the side of the body. One more breath here. Slowly rotate back in, tuck that knee in, and take the knee down by the left hand now. And with the right leg a little further back, sway from side to side. Make things as comfortable as you can. And then gradually walking the hands forward, just rest over that leg. And take a few deep breaths as you relax the muscles. Just another breath. And we'll slowly start to lift up, walking the hands under the shoulders again, staying in this position as we bend the knee. And again, we're trying to reach back with either hand, so heel towards your bottom. So it's going to be a nice strong stretch for the front of the thigh. Maybe see how it feels on the other side. There's a football, there it is. And if you can't quite reach the foot, you might want to hold onto a trouser leg if that's easy to reach. Or just keep the knee bent and you'll still get a bit of a stretch in the quads in that position either way. Slowly release that leg, we'll step it back to downward dog. Last time coming forwards to plank. Lower down. Inhale just into a gentle cobra now. And then exhale, sit back into child's pose. So we'll come into full child's pose now where the hands come down by the feet. Head touches the floor. If you're not comfortable here, you might want to make a little shelf for your head to rest on. You just want to try and make it as comfortable as possible here. It's a very passive position again, just lengthen the back of the body. You can even allow the abdominals to relax here. Just take a few slow deep breaths. Soften the shoulder blades. Look at the shoulders dropping down. Tailbone dropping down. Spine relaxing. Well done. Just slowly start to roll up to sitting. So we'll sit to one side of your feet and then we can lift the arm up and over so you're reaching towards the feet, and because our pelvis is kind of tucked under a little bit here, we're getting a really nice long stretch down the sides of the body. And back to the centre, and then we'll sit the other side of the feet. Lift the arm up and over. Use the weight of that arm to help balance you here. Nice big stretch down that side. Reaching up and away with the arm. One last breath. And release. Well done. Swing the legs in front of you. We'll take the soles of the feet together and allow the knees to drop down as much as they want to. So you can hold on to your feet, or you can take the elbows into the knees a little bit and help lower the knees down there, maybe lower your head, or maybe just tilt the pelvis forward. So whatever feels good for you, just work on getting a stretch that works for you. The inner thighs, maybe around the hip area. One more breath. And then we'll sit up tall again. Same sort of stretch, we're going to take the legs out to the sides, so straightening the legs, still working through the inner thighs. And we'll just move a little bit from side to side to help get the legs a bit more comfortable in this position. Stretching the lower back, inner thighs and the hamstrings, so lots of stretching going on here. It's quite an intense position as we come to hold it shortly. So let's come to the centre. So if you prefer, you can push your hands into the floor behind you, and that's going to help tilt your pelvis forward. If you feel that you're rounding your back, that's really going to help you. And if you can quite comfortably reach forwards, then just start walking the hands further and further away from you, and lower the head down a little and relax. Just try walking the hands across to one leg and release to that side. And slowly walking them across to the other side. And again, just release to that leg. Slowly back to the centre, supporting yourself with your hands, and then we'll give the knees a squeeze, hug the knees, and then we'll lie down on your back. You can roll a little way from side to side, just massaging the lower back. We make a circular movement with the knees, and the other way. We're going to come on to some abdominals now. So let's take the feet to the floor. Feet are hip distance, knees are in parallel. And take your hands behind your head, just supporting the weight of your head, so the elbows stay wide. You want to just tilt the pelvis each way and then find your neutral alignment. Keep the core nice and strong. Take a breath in, and as you exhale, we're lifting the head and shoulders. Inhale as you lower back down. And again, exhale, lift. And inhale, lower. So try exhaling through your mouth and inhaling through your nose. So a powerful exhalation. It's going to really help you when we're working against gravity. Keep squeezing in through your front. Navel pulled back towards your spine. Pelvic floor lifted, feeling strong in the core. You can rest anytime you want to. We'll maybe try a couple more of these before we change it up. Okay, so our next exercise, we're going to twist across. So lifting one knee and taking the opposite elbow across to that knee and then back to the centre. So exhale as you squeeze in, inhale, lower. And again. So working the oblique abdominals here. So we're still working from the front, but also adding on the sides of the waist. Now if you can easily get your elbow to your knee, you don't need to stop there. You can try and take the elbow to the outside of the knee. Very soon you're going to be feeling a lot of work going on in the abdominals. So make sure you've done that equally on both sides, and just take a little break when you want to. Maybe just hug the knees in. Now the abdominals to release. We're going to try one more set of both of those. You can do exactly the same thing again, the feet on the floor, or we can start a little bit harder, start with the feet away from the floor. So the knees are above the hips and the shins are parallel to the floor. And again, hands behind the head, supporting your head. Take a breath in, exhale, lift the upper body, inhale, lower. So the legs are staying as still as possible. And that's the only movement that we're doing. So lifting the upper body, lift and lower. So really try and feel it all coming from your centre, not from your neck. So hopefully the hands will be supporting the weight of your head, because the neck will get tired a lot quicker than the abdominals unless we're supporting it. Just try a couple more. Rest if you need to, or we'll go straight on to our next set. We're going to take a twist. You can tuck one knee in, stretch the other leg away, and back to the centre, start point, and the other side, twisting across, and centre. Exhale, twist, inhale, centre. Exhale, twist, inhale, centre. Maybe a couple more each side if you can. I'm sure you'll be feeling something by now. Stop and rest anytime you need to, or as many times as you need to. Keep breathing deeply. This is my last one. You might want to continue. And when you're done, hug the knees in. Again, a little sway to the sides. Maybe a circular movement. And then we're going to take the feet back down to the floor. And just to balance out all that front movement, we're just going to do a little bit of back work. Coming into bridge, so make sure the heels are close to your bottom, arms are down by your sides, your head is comfortably rested on the floor. We're not going to turn the head while we're doing this position. Take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, lift the tailbone and slowly peel your spine up away from the floor, lifting those hips up as high as you can. So feeling a squeeze on the back of the body, glutes, the thighs, maybe into the lower back a little bit. Building up strength there as you lift up away from gravity. Take some deep breaths. And then slowly lower back down, top to bottom of the spine. So trying to get a little bit of movement between each vertebra. Let's try that one more time. Healing the spine up, lifting the hips higher and higher. Hold it there. Or if you want to, take this a little further, lift the arms up and overhead. So without the arms by your side, it's a little less stable, so a bit more work for the back of the body and the core. Now we're going to try and lift the heels right up, so the hips have gone even higher, and then slowly start to roll back down through the spine in this position. And the back should feel really nice and long. Very, very slowly, releasing all the way down. And once the tailbone is down, stretch your legs away. Take a big stretch through your whole body. And then just release your arms down by your sides. You might like to have them on your belly, whatever's comfortable for you. Separate your feet slightly, give them a little shake out. Maybe wiggle the hips. You're trying to find a comfortable position for your spine. So if you prefer a little bend in the knees, so your pelvis can tuck under a little that spine as well. So wherever you're most comfortable, once you've had a little wriggle about, and all the fidgeting you need to do, we can just lie completely still. A few moments of relaxation. Just realigning the body. Giving yourself that time to recover. I'll rest in restore mode. Focus on the breathing. Slowly take a couple of deep breaths. And just feel your breathing settling down into a very effortless, natural pattern. Noticing all that tension disappearing from your body as you give yourself permission to relax and do nothing. Breathing may become quite shallow. Just try to keep your focus on each breath. Allowing all tension in your body to release. Softening down onto your mat. Enjoy this moment of stillness and quiet. And when you feel ready, we'll just start to take some deeper breaths again. Start to feel a little bit more energized and refreshed. Maybe some movement through your fingers and toes. Turning your head softly from side to side. Just starting to open your eyes again. And focus around you. And we'll take a big stretch again, arms overhead, bring the feet together, point the toes, spread the fingers wide, reaching through your whole body. And then bend the knees, tuck them in, give them a squeeze. Just rock again from side to side. And then we'll roll all the way to one side. And when you feel ready, push up to sitting. Take the time if you need to. So finding a comfortable seated position. Or you can keep the spine long. I'm just going to end with 3 deep breaths. Make sure you're feeling revitalised and ready to face the rest of the day. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, release down, looking down. And again, so the spine stays long. The core muscles are engaged again now. One more deep breath. And we're done. So thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed following that. And do give me your feedback. Thank you. See you soon. Bye.